All right, welcome ladies and gentlemen to my first long form video in a very long time. Today we're going to be exploring the dark web together. If you've seen my short form content before, then you know that I like to guide you guys through random websites that I find interesting on the deep web, the dark web, whatever you want to call it. Today is going to be a similar style of video, but it's going to be unscripted and it's going to be a lot longer. So before we get right into it, I want to make it clear that I am not a cybersecurity expert. I'm more of just a professional idiot who finds the concept of the deep and dark web wildly interesting. I'm sure you do too because you clicked on the video, right? So keep that in mind while you watch, and please do not attempt to recreate any of the actions you see in this video. Also, if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing if you enjoy the video. It helps me out more than you think, and it brings me a step closer to bringing you guys interesting content and stuff full time. Who doesn't want that? Without further ado, let's get into the first website and start up a virtual machine. I'll see you there. All right, everybody, as you can see, we have Tor open on our virtual machine. This is how we're going to be able to access these unindexed links that make up the dark web. One thing I do want to note before we get started as well is that I unfortunately am not going to be able to show you guys the actual web addresses, these actual onion links that we're going to be visiting, because YouTube doesn't really like that. But let's get into the first website. Okay, everybody, this is the first website that you can see on screen. MIBTOC, Terrestrial Observation Center. Okay, warning, unauthorized entry prohibited. This area is restricted. Authorized MIB. Hey, be good, girl. You okay? All right, we're having some pug troubles. Nothing we've never handled before, though. This area is restricted. Authorized MIBTOC personnel only. Unauthorized access is strictly prohibited. By entering this zone, you acknowledge that you are a verified and approved agent of MIBTOC. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank the Lord, I'm actually a verified and approved agent of MIBTOC. Yes, I've been to this website a couple times before. So we're going to go ahead and log in with our agent name and passcode, and I'm going to show you guys what this website's really about. It's super interesting. And we are in, everybody. I'm logged in. This is MIBTOC, Terrestrial Observation Center. We have a couple different routes that we can take here. This website is a little weird, a little bit funky. It's about aliens, as you could probably guess, but we have the main directory here with all of these different links that we can go on. We have Start Here, Agent Orientation, Tasks, Objectives, MIBTOC goals, objectives, and mission statements. Maybe we'll start there, but let's look around a little bit before we do. Agent roster and intro, MIB break room. We have protocol and procedures, standardized protocols for operations, declassified documents, and other resources of interest. Here we have case files, encounter logbook, use as a starting point for your research. That could be interesting. Incident reports by region, research and development labs, departments where all the hard work begins and ends. And all the way down here, we have the conference room, which is, I guess, essentially a chat room for the users of this website. Here we can see, hi, aliens killed the Abrahamic God. What do we think, guys? Maybe it did. I've had an account since 2020. Hello there, I am new. Yo, only one online, drat, yo. Now, this is weird. This is a lot more activity that I've seen on this website since I figured out about it, and I have been posting it on social media. These people were posting on July 13th, 2026. I'm wondering if these people saw my video. Maybe. Hopefully the owner of this website doesn't come for me and he's not angry about that. But yeah, it looks like in total there's one agent online. That's me. I'm going to have to blur out the name of that agent, just so I keep some journalistic integrity, perhaps. But anyways, let's get on to it. I say we start here real quick, see what this is all about. The agent orientation, tasks, and objectives. So it looks like these were all posted in the past, May 31st, 2023. I'm wondering if this is around when the website was created. Agent Q01 does seem to be maybe the owner of the website, or at least 100% the most active throughout the years of this website being up. But let's click on Living Well at MIBTOC Station. In order to fulfill our objective, we need to not worry about trivial concerns, like our livelihood. To help with this, MIBTOC seeks to design a self-contained and sustainable environment where we, MIBTOC agents, can pursue our endeavor with little concern of things like substance and rest. The design of the facility would be a round circular design allowing for 24/7 indoor gardening and harvesting. otherwise known as the crop circle. That's amazing. Also, private quarters and areas for entertainment and exercise for health and physical living. So it looks like this guy has plans to build a full kind of compound where all of the business that MIBTOC is going to be conducting will take place. Very interesting. Here we have MIBTOC headquarters, TBA. I'm assuming this is going to be talking about a very similar thing. Let's find out here. So number one, MIBTOC headquarters, TBA, the ultimate nexus of our research and operations. Headquarters, also known as the Terrestrial Observation Center, TOC, I guess that's where the name of the website comes from, stands as the pinnacle of our organization's operations and scientific pursuits. It is a purpose-built facility where cutting-edge research, collaborative investigations, and agent activities converge. Here's a comprehensive description of our HQ and its multifaceted features. Super interesting stuff here, guys. Number one, research labs and workspaces. MIBTOC headquarters boasts state-of-the-art research labs equipped with advanced scientific instrumentation, allowing our agents to delve into the intricate details of UFO phenomena. From astrophysical analyses to psychological studies, these dedicated workspaces provide an environment conducive to rigorous research and experimentation. Whew, that's a mouthful. Agent residencies. This is what I was wondering about, whether or not I'm going to have a little spot in this whole thing, because obviously I'm a member of this website. I think I deserve a room. We'll see. As our agents play a virtual role in our day-to-day operations, MIBTOC headquarters offers comfortable and secure living quarters. Perfect. Love to hear it. These residential areas provide a sense of community and camaraderie among our agents, fostering collaboration and facilitating prompt response to emerging UFO-related developments. Sounds like I'm going to have a spot here, guys. Self-sustaining gardening. Sustainability lies at the heart of MIBTOC, and our headquarters exemplify this commitment. We have incorporated an innovative gardening system within the facility, allowing us to cultivate our own food by harnessing cutting-edge agricultural techniques. We ensure a fresh and nutritious supply of food for our agents while reducing our environmental footprint. I mean, I've heard enough, really. I'm on board for this. I think these people are going to do great work. And let me know if you want me to come and move in with you guys. Sheesh. All right, we're going to move on from this. Let's go. I'm more interested in the declassified documents section of this website. Obviously, who isn't? There's also the most posts, it seems, out of all the other points of interest. Yep, here we go. We've got a lot of different blog posts. This seems to be kind of what this website is, more than a whistleblower website. It seems to just be more of a discussion post type website, bringing me back to my college class days. But let's see what we got going on here. The Galactic Federation. This was one of the most recent posts, June 17th, 2026. The Galactic Federation, posted by Claudia. The Galactic Federation, also called Galactic Federation of Light, the Confederation of Planets, and the Interstellar Alliance. Sphere Being Alliance, or the Galactic Federation of Worlds, is a cooperation of space-traveling civilizations in our Milky Way galaxy. So they're not that far away from us, according to this guy. The Federation consists of hundreds of thousands of members and was founded millions of years ago, after a series of wars in the Lyra constellation. The destruction that happened on that occasion led to the survivors trying from then on to solve galactic conflicts in a peaceful way. Is this just like LARP? I don't even really know that much about our universe, to be honest. I'm not a super educated space guy, but I kind of want to see what this whole Lyra constellation looks like. There was a series of space wars in this constellation, I guess, everybody. Pretty interesting stuff. Let's move on. Every inhabited galaxy in our universe has a federation, but ours is one of the eldest. I'm glad to be protected by one of the eldest galactic federations in the known universe. The Galactic Federation has an enormous fleet of spaceships at its disposal that mediate, or if needed, intervene in any place where conflicts impend. The interdimensional technologies that they can use are of such a high level that we can hardly imagine them. I would imagine. Their control of energy is almost perfect, so things like dematerializing, becoming invisible, or the creation of small orbs of energy that can be released with an assignment, for example, to create crop circles, is no problem at all for these aliens. These aliens. Their ships are often created of living material. Interesting. Some are as large as planets and are totally self-sufficient with woods, fields, and rivers. The Federation's fleet consists of ships of the participating nations and several singly operating fleets. Some of these fleets are headed by commanders who have become somewhat renowned on Earth and are sometimes channeled, like Ashtar and Hatan. I've never heard of these guys before. Is this some kind of... Is this fiction? I don't know what this guy's talking about, but I'm locked in, really. These channelings started some 50 years ago, and lately more and more self-declared mediums claim to be doing so, but most of them don't seem to be very pure. Interesting, this guy doesn't really believe them. The Galactic Federation is controlled by a large council made up of smaller councils that themselves consist of even smaller councils. This is council inception in the Galactic Federation, each of which has representation from all of the separate members. Guys, this is so much. They visited our planet for millions of years and left behind many souvenirs such as buildings and art objects, although many of them have been made by negative alien visitors who are in no part of the Galactic Federation. Negative visitors, I don't like the sound of that. Were the pyramids built by bad aliens or good aliens? Let me know in the comments below. This link with extraterrestrials is hidden as much as possible by mainstream science, which is under the control of the Illuminati. Wow, I did not know that. To obey the universal law of non-interference as much as possible, the contact with Earthlings has been kept to a minimum by the Galactic Federation until now. We're special, I guess. These people, these aliens, are not allowed to be contacting us, or at least only as little as possible, because we're special. Something's wrong with us, probably. It's probably all the war we have. People that they contact directly, like Billy Mayer of Switzerland, Carlos Diaz of Mexico, and Howard Menger of the US, often have a genetic link with a certain galactic civilization. They live a life on Earth on behalf of them, so that their experiences can be shared later. As this usually happens in a higher dimension, the others can literally tap into the energy of a certain experience and relive it. Now, this is interesting. I haven't really dug into the names of these people at all, but maybe we can do that in the future. But I think I'm good on this specific post here. We'll look at a couple more, and then maybe we'll jump onto a different website. But yeah, here we have documents extracted from different search engines. Here we go. I'm assuming he spelled it like that. There's probably a character limit on this. Oh, wow. So we have a plethora of ClearWeb Yahoo links that this guy has. Holy crap, man. There are so many. Let's just click on a random one and see what we have here. Oh, yeah, it looks like these links aren't going to be working, sadly. We'll go on to a different POI, a little different point of interest here. Space Force Tiger UFO by Claudia. This guy is active. He has been active in the past, at least. May 7th, 2026. Oh man, it's just a bunch of links again. Let's see if we can get a angel posted by Claudia, April 29th. Oh my gosh, guys. Here's a video of an angel showing his wings. Can I watch this video on YouTube? We're going external here, everybody. So here we have a 36-second long video that Claudia claims to be an angel showing his wings. Let's check it out. Oh, never mind. I guess we can't at the moment. Okay, sorry about that. We had a little bit of a hiccup there trying to watch a video. But yeah, it was this angel video. I'm not going to try to do that again, but let's go see what are psychic powers and how many of them are there, posted by Claudia, April 26th, 2026. Not too long ago. Thanks to centuries upon centuries of scientific advancements, we humans have come to understand a lot about our reality. Really, the extent of our knowledge is truly impressive. I agree. Not only do we know about objects as big as galaxies, but we also know about the smallest subatomic particles. However, even with all our understanding, it is a well-known fact that we are still barely scratching the surface. Reality is so beautifully complex that there are things that are still largely unexplained by science and questions that remain unanswered. Fortunately, though, spirituality provides us with a lot of insight into the unknown. In a way, it addresses the realm that science still hasn't entered. Take, for instance, psychic powers. Spiritual and religious texts have forever mentioned and described a lot of these capabilities. This has been confirmed by countless accounts of people throughout the ages who have witnessed these phenomena firsthand. But what really are psychic powers and how do they work? What are psychic powers? We're about to find out, I guess. Psychic abilities involve all those acts and phenomena that can't be explained by natural laws. Essentially, these abilities make you feel as though the accepted laws that we witness on a daily basis are being violated. For instance, if someone levitates in front of you, that would be against the law of gravity. So true, King. And the generally accepted laws of science wouldn't be able to explain that. Very agreeable take. Although most people can learn and use psychic powers after rigorous training and practice, only a handful are born with a natural inclination towards them. These people find it really easy to connect with their inner being and the universe at large on a fundamental level. This allows them to manipulate reality in a way that seems like magic. God, I wish I was one of those people. Now, there are many different types of psychic abilities, and usually one person is able to master only one of these abilities. Let's take a look at some of the most popular and recognized ones, different types of psychic powers. So it seems like this is a situation where there is no avatar of psychic abilities. There's no last airbender. One person, sorry, I've never actually seen the show, kind of a cardinal sin. There's no one person that can master every single psychic power. Well, let's get into it. Astral projection. In the psychic world, astral means of the soul. Therefore, astral projection is the extension of the soul outside of the physical body. Those who have this ability are able to have an intentional out-of-body experience wherein their soul exits their body and travels anywhere in the entire universe. This unshackles the person from a lot of limitations that their physical body is subject to. After all, the soul is free of the natural laws and can do whatever it wishes in whatever manner it wishes. Pretty interesting stuff here. I've heard of astral projection before. Honestly, I think it's real. So you can imagine sending your soul to some other part of the world and experiencing what is happening there. Even those who don't have this ability often report having experienced it in their dreams or during meditation. This is not surprising at all given the deep spiritual significance of both sleep and meditation. So let's see, I want to see what the next piece of this is. Oh, I guess channeling. Channeling. Okay, to understand channeling, we need to first understand that there are higher dimensional beings that exist parallel to our reality. These are usually your guardian angels, enlightened souls, spirits of the dead, and so on. These beings cannot interact with us that easily, so they use creative ways to send messages whenever there's a need. One of these ways is channeling. In it, a psychic serves as the medium between the higher dimensional being and the person for whom the message is intended. This can be really helpful for people as the higher beings have a much wider perspective on physical reality than we do. So not only can they answer to our burning questions, but they can also guide us in our lives. We also have clairvoyance, dream telepathy, energy healing, transference of divine energy into the other person. Oh, that must be energy healing. Premonition, retrocognition, telekinesis. Guys, there's a lot here. We gotta, unfortunately, move on real quick. Let's see if we can find a picture of an alien. I think that would be fun. UFO in Albania. Also posted by Claudie in April of 2026. Crazy stuff. This guy's just a baller with it. Seems like we can't find the alien video. ET photo, spelled with an F. Interesting choice here. Let's see if this link will open up for us. Guys, so it seems like a lot of these links right now are not working for me, so we're gonna move on. I'm a little bit aliened out for the day anyway. Let's get on to the next website I'm gonna show you for the video. Okay, everybody, here we are on the second website that I have to show all of you guys today. This one is called Dark Doom Scroller. It seems to be a website where we can just go through and look at some pretty spoopy images, some scary images here. Here we go. We have this first one of a scary mansion here. And 666 party with the devil bitch. Interesting stuff here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this website is definitely weird. I think it's just somebody's collection of photos that they like, some super edgy person. I don't know. I mean, if you're watching this video and this is the Onion site that you host, no hate towards you. I mean, you like what you like. I'm messing with it. But yeah, sometimes you'll come across on the deep web people's just personal websites where they like to host, I guess, images that they find nice or images that they like. I mean, dude, this person might be slightly disturbed in some ways. Like, okay. I mean, hopefully you're not about to go to sleep if you're watching this. If you are, I apologize. Yeah, here we have a picture of a deceased person's feet, I'm guessing. Wow. A lot of interesting stuff here. Yeah, I mean, creepy images. Let's click on Doom More. So we're just doom scrolling through images on this website. I mean, nothing too interesting. I just thought it was kind of weird. This is a example of websites that you might find while browsing the dark web. But again, let me do it for you. Don't do it yourself. Oh, that's NSFW. Another one. All right. We're going to get out of this website and go to the next website that I have to show you today. Okay, everybody, here we are on our third, and this is going to be the final website of this first episode today. This is called Demonic Domains. Now, a lot of people wonder how people find websites to look through when they're scouring around the dark web trying to find something interesting. One way a lot of people do it is they use directories. Now, this is an example of a directory. It's basically a link list, just a list of a bunch of different websites with little descriptions that kind of usually tell you what you're about to get into. This one's called Demonic Domains. The reason I chose to show this one is because it's a little bit spooky looking. I think it's interesting. Also, this one isn't going to have any content that we don't want to see. That's super important when I choose websites that I want to show on the internet, because nobody wants to see that. I don't want to see that. It's just a win-win for everybody. But we can kind of look through this a little bit before we finish out this video. You can see we have a bunch of different categories over here. Afterlife beliefs, cryptids, dark humor, dark literature, dark music, demonology, entertainment, films and media, gatherings, gothic culture, haunted locations, hosting service, mythology, occult practices, paranormal, rituals, satanic forums, spooky art, and witchcraft. We also have some pretty questionable images here on the size of the page, which, hey, I'm not judging, man. If you want to get spooky with it, get spooky with it. We definitely have a bunch of interesting websites. A lot of these I have actually shown before on my short form content, but we have the all-seeing eye, yes or no. I've seen this one before. You ask questions to the eye. It plays some weird, eerie music in the background, like backwards. Dreadnought, it's a forum, anonymous and purged every so many days. Antrim, the deadliest film ever made. Said to be a cursed film from the late 1970s, Antrim examines the horrifying power of storytelling of a young boy and girl that enter the forest to dig a hole to hell. You have been warned. Weird. Satan's doom metal record. Hail Satan with doom metal. Weird. I'm not a big satanic guy. I'm not a big religion guy in general, to be honest with you guys. Begotten in the Den of Celestial Birds. Presented in surreal, gory, and entirely visual manner, Begotten tells the death of religion, the abuse of nature by man, and a nihilistic outlook on what life ultimately is. The Seamless Satanic Site. Again, more of this stuff. Anon Hosting, the largest darknet hosting provider in the entire world, I guess. Dark Doom Scroller, that's the website we just visited before. MIBTOC, another website from earlier in the video. So you can see kind of, I didn't find this website from this specific directory, but I did find this one. Demonic Domains. But yeah, Demonic Domains, that's kind of going to round out our video. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed the little taste of our dark web browsing series that we're going to start doing. I hope to be able to put these videos out at least once a month. Hopefully I can do it like bi-weekly. It just kind of matters on if I'm able to find websites on the dark web that I think are interesting enough to show you guys, because the truth of the matter is the dark web, it really isn't as active as you think it might be with stuff that you can show on YouTube. Everybody's heard the horror stories. There's stuff that people are chatting about on there that you really don't want to see. I don't really want to see. You get it. You get the idea. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments down below. Quick reminder, guys, we're about to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And if we've already crossed that mark by the time the video comes out, I just want to give you guys a huge thank you for supporting the channel. I want to take this full time, and you guys help. I mean, clicking the subscribe button, every little like matters. I appreciate each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. Now, last thing, some of the websites that I'm going to be showing in this series are going to have to be censored to a certain point in order to keep the video alive on YouTube and not demonetized, right? So in order to kind of satiate people's thirst to see weird stuff on the internet, I get it. Look out for a Patreon link here in the future where I'm going to be trying to post the somewhat uncensored versions of the videos, maybe unedited versions of the videos, in order to, you know, keep this whole content thing going. If you want to support me, check that out. Anyways, guys, hope you had a fun time watching. See you later.